Hello, and thank you for watching this episode of In Our Lives. I'm the series creator, Chad Miller. Upon creating In Our Lives, I didn't want real world events to influence the story progression of the characters. And after the events in Orlando, I got to talking with co-writer Chris Abscall, and we decided to do an episode based on the events that happened there. So that's what this is. We thank you for watching, and after the video there will be some links where you can show some support.
Yeah, I'm gonna, probably turn off the TV here pretty soon since the news is almost over and go to bed. Since I do work early in the morning. Alright, Mom. That sounds good. Blessed be to you, too. Thank you.
This is Gabriel Wade from Chanstown 69 News. We've just received breaking news that a gunman has opened fire at a nightclub in Orlando.
Oh no. O gracious goddess of love and light, protect them now with all thy might. Watch over them and theirs with care, so that they may avoid danger's snare. Hail, fair goddess, protector of night, banish all evil out of sight. Send it far away from those and me. So it is, and so it shall be. Good morning, Brendan. Have you even slept?
Well, unlike your boyfriend, mine is also in Orlando, but I have no idea whether he's safe or not.
Brendan, I'm sure Rylan is fine.
I haven't heard from him. Not a text, not a phone call, not anything. Last thing I knew is he said he was going to Pulse. That's where everybody got shot up.
Oh, hi, everybody. Brendan, did I just hear you say that Rylan was at Pulse last night?
I think so.
Oh my goodness. Luann, would you like some coffee? No thank you, Kara. I was just on my way to the studio. I've got a pretty early call this morning. I just want to stop by and get your take on everything. Well, I mean, it's awful. It's left me speechless. I keep hoping that Gabriel will at least contact me and give me some sort of news or something.
Kara, he is safe. He wasn't there last night. He flew out last night.
Brendan, I know how you feel. I went through the same thing when I found out that Ganita was involved in the bombing.
Yeah, but Ganita isn't your partner.
Brendan, this all hits a little too close to home. Especially after what happened here in Chanstown in December. We all know what this is like.
No, you don't. I'm gonna go to Ryland's apartment. I'll see you guys later.
So I've heard that there are 50 dead. Another 50 or so wounded. I can't even imagine going through something like that. I just can't even wrap my head around it. Why somebody would just target a specific group of people like that. You know, with all the strides that we have made, especially in the last year, it's a scary realization that we're still not safe. How have you been doing, Kara? I haven't been drinking. I think the situation at Joe's was a huge wake-up call, especially with Gabriel. Realizing that I'm still not over my ex. I'll give him time, Kara. He'll come around. He really does care for you. Oh, I hope so. I just remember having that conversation with you about the shoe dropping, and I think I'm the one that actually flung it out the window. Was that the doorbell? Nobody rings the doorbell. Hold on a second.
Well, hidey-ho, daughter of mine.
Dad, what are you doing here?
What? Can't a father surprise his two children, the loves of his life?
Well, Dad, it's a pleasant surprise, but it's just very bad timing.
Well, why is it bad timing? Is that Llewyn Bramer over there?
Why, yes, Mr. Ayer, it certainly is me.
Well, my, aren't you looking lovely? If I wasn't twice your age, I would ask your hand in marriage.
Oh, well, I'm flattered.
Well, Kara, where's your brother? I didn't come here just to see you. I haven't seen him since he left Michigan.
Oh, Mr. Ayer, Brendan just left, actually. You actually really just missed him.
Well, come on, daughter of mine. Get on that fancy phone that you kids have nowadays. Give him a call and tell him to come back. His old man wants to see him.
Well, Dad, he's kind of going through a bit of something right now.
Well, isn't the whole country at this point?
I think this is my cue to leave. Since I have to work, it was nice to see you again, Mr. Ayer.
Well, the pleasure was all mine, Llewyn. Well, I know it's a bit early and all, but with that long flight and the cab ride here, I'm ready for a drink. How about you say we open up a bottle and catch up?
Oh, well, Dad, that's, I don't have any alcohol in the house right now.
What kind of daughter are you? Didn't I raise you better than that?
Oh, yeah, you did.
Well, where's that handsome reporter boyfriend of yours at?
Well, he's in Orlando covering the news of what's been going on down there.
Oh, yeah. All the gays getting killed. Well, you know, it was only a matter of time. I knew something was bound to happen after them getting legalized to marry and all that bull.
Dad, please don't tell me you condone this.
Well, I don't condone anybody getting killed, but, I mean, if anybody deserved it, it was them.
I don't even know what to say to you right now.
Well, Kara, why are you getting so upset about this?
Dad, 50 people have lost their lives. So many more are critically injured. Just because of some lunatic who decided to target them just for being who they are.
Baby, it was God's will.
God has nothing to do with it. Dad, I know a lot of gay people. And there's nothing wrong with them. At all. Period.
It isn't godly what they do, Kara.
Regardless of what your opinion is, it doesn't mean that people should be gunned down.
See? I knew that you moving out here to California was gonna demoralize you. Probably gonna do the same thing to your brother, too. Where's the closest bar around here?
There's actually one that's about 2 blocks away from here, if you would like to join me, Dad.
Brendan, my boy, come here and give your old man a hug.
Not before I tell you something, Dad. Brendan, I really don't think this is a good idea right now.
No, I really do think it's a good time to have this conversation.
Dad, I overheard your conversation with Kara about the shootings in Orlando.
Okay, yeah. I know you've got to agree with me on this.
Actually, no. I don't. What if I was one of those people that got killed in that bar?
Brendan, you wouldn't even be in that bar, so why are you coming up with all this nonsense?
Well, see, the thing is, Dad, because I probably would have been in that bar if I'd been in Orlando last night.
What are you trying to tell me, son?
I'm gay, Dad.
Kara, you've got to have some sort of alcohol in this house. I know you do.
No, I don't, Dad.
Well, come on, Dad. Let your gay son buy you a drink.
Dad, don't.
You listen to me, sonny boy. I didn't raise you to become no faggot. Now, why would you tell me this?
Because it's true.
It is not true.
It is.
Kara, you better talk some sense into him before my fists do.
I can't, Dad, because it's true. Are you okay?
Yeah. Okay, well, I'll tell you what. Kara, you tell that boyfriend of yours I say thank you for flying me out here and back. But I can't give my blessing because I don't know either of you anymore.
Dad, you're overreacting.
No, I'm not. Call me a cab. Get me back to the airport. I'm going back to Michigan. Now.
I do not think I will ever truly understand how people can be so hateful. I understand that people have different belief systems. I just don't get how any belief system can condone or promote such violence and death. Maybe we aren't meant to understand that. I'm just glad that for everyone that got killed or injured, at least they were in a place where they knew that they were accepted. And then they don't have to live with hate anymore.
I just wish I knew if Rylan was okay.
Brendan, I'll be sure to light a candle for him tonight. It's a very scary thing to hear of something like this, to be a part of anything like this. As we all know from the bombings that happened in December here in Chanstown, you just never know when something is gonna happen. But I don't want to live in fear. I don't want to live in fear of losing any of you. And I'm not gonna let that dictate my life. Ever. Wait, did my dad say something about giving a blessing?